Hello and welcome to Tularis University. In this video, we'll show you different ways of controlling access through groups, zones, or readers. Now, we assume in this video that you have XPressEntry installed, which you see in the middle of my screen here, and that you have your handheld installed and connected, which you see on the far right of my screen. Now, to control access, you can either do this if you have an access control installed through your access control, and in this case, all the privileges will be pulled from the access control, or we can configure it directly in a standalone system. We will be demonstrating what happens in a standalone system in this video. Now, to do this, let's go into the Tools, Settings. Now, the first step is to configure the reader validation. So we go into the reader profile section, select reader validation. Now, please note that by default, what will be selected is door readers, and this is for pulling the privileges through your access control. Now, whoever has access there would have access on our system, and we will grant or deny access based on what you have configured there. Now, but in our case, we're trying to validate through zones and readers. So you just select the validation option, zones and readers, and hit save. Now we have set up different groups for authentication based on zones and readers, and I'll demonstrate this. Let's go into the Add Edit Info, and we will look for the Groups tab here. We have an All Access group which provides access to all the readers, and we have another group called All Zones. So these will provide access to all the zones. As you can see, all the zones selected here, but it wouldn't provide access to any reader. We have all zones on XPID 200. We have set this up to provide access to the XPID 200 reader, which we're using for this demo, and also to all the zones. The no access will give no access to the user. And XPID 200 and the admin building will provide access to the admin building zone and the XPID 200 reader. And the XPID 200 only will provide access to just the reader, but no zone. So I'll demonstrate how each of these as set up would operate with the reader. Now let us test with a user to see how these different groups would affect the user. So this user, Knox Cameron, says access denied to zone. So let's check his record and see exactly what access he has. So let's go to the user tab. Select Knox. So he has no access. Now let's assign him the all access group. Hit save. Now he would have access to the entire system. Let's see what happens when we assign him a different group. The next group is the all zones group. So this will give him access to the zones, but not the reader. So let's see what happens. It says access denied to reader. So he has access to the zones, but not to the reader. Now let's try the next group that we have set up. So all zones on XPID 200. So this will give him access to all the zones and also to the reader. So let's hit save. Access granted. Let's try the next group. So XPID 200 on admin building. So let's remove this and add this user to group. Let's test this. Now he has access granted on this admin building, but let's see what happens when we switch the door to a different zone. So let's move it to the conference room. Let's see what happens. Access denied to zone because he only has access to the admin building. So now let's try for the XPID 200 only and see what happens. You also get an access denied to zone. Now, one of the things you can do is to assign a zone directly to the user. So in this case, the user has access to the door, but doesn't have access to the zone. So we can assign the zone directly. So in this case, I want to assign the conference room and allow user to the zone and hit save. So let's see what happens. access granted. Now, these are different ways you can provide access to a user using groups, zones, or the readers. Please feel free to reach out to us at helpdesk@Talaris.com for technical queries or sales@Talaris.com for product inquiries. Thank you.